Concept for today's video is very simple. What it comes down to is that you've been lied to about what it takes to actually get a girlfriend, what it takes to get any sort of meaningful results with women. And the fact is, unless you're living in Miami, Vegas, or maybe even like LA, New York, unless you're living somewhere like that, everything that red pill gurus and all of those guys on the internet that are telling you that women only want the richest, tallest, most jacked guy, those guys are just lying because they live in these bubbles where clout matters more than anything. All, looks matter more than anything. Being jacked matters more than anything. Your bank account matters more than anything. And those things just aren't true. So if you're a normal guy, you want to compete on something other than looks, money, and status, because let's be honest, there's always someone going to be better than you. Even if you have max status, there's always going to be someone with more money. Even if you have max money, there's always going to be, well, let's face it, there's always going to be someone richer than you, even if you have a ton of money. There's always going to be someone better looking. There's always going to be some reason why a girl's going to cheat on you or leave you if you follow this red pill ideology of like all women just want the best guy. Obviously, you have to have a high sexual market value, right? High SMV, like you have to be attractive. But that is something that most normal guys can accomplish if they know what they're doing and if they know how to maximize what they're actually working with. A lot of this comes down to your actual game and how you portray yourself, how you communicate, and how you talk to girls. The first thing that I need to hammer home here is that you are good enough to get a girlfriend, okay? Red pill ideology has poisoned your mind into thinking you're not good enough. You see guys like Andrew Tate, guys on Fresh and Fit, all these dudes that have a ton of money, they have a ton of success, and apparently they have a lot of women. I don't know about Fresh and Fit. Those guys might be faking a little, but like Andrew Tate, like has a lot of women around him. There's lots of guys. Dan Bilzerian has tons of women around him. Like these guys are actually getting a lot of girls, and so you would think like, okay, these guys have to know what they're talking about. But what following these guys does is it just reinforces this thought process that you are not good enough and that you will not be good enough until you get to XYZ level in life. And that's a really poisonous mindset to come from. When I was first learning game, I was first learning how to talk to girls. I worked at a fried chicken restaurant, or I worked at like a shitty sports bar as like a cook. I was kind of fat, like wasn't that attractive. Like there was a lot of things going on that, basically the only thing I had going for me was that I was tall. And when I think back to those times, I'm thinking about how poisoned my mind would be if I was watching these guys telling me that I need to make six figures, that I need to have a six pack or else girls are never going to like me. I'm never going to get a girlfriend. I'm never going to get dates. The fact is, I did get consistent dates for a very, very long period of time. And I still can get consistent dates. I can go out right now and I can get consistent dates because I know how to do it. I have a process in place. And, the older I get, obviously, the more success that I bring into my life, then obviously it's going to get easier, right? Because I'm going to be more confident, going to have more things going for me. But you don't need that initially to get a girlfriend. What you really need is the ability to communicate your true value to women you're talking to. A lot of you guys watching this channel, you really struggle to communicate your actual value to women. You think you're communicating your actual value, but you're actually underselling yourself quite a bit. And this is because of a few things. Maybe you lack confidence. Maybe you don't believe in yourself as much. Maybe you don't think you deserve the women you're talking to. Or you have these red pill beliefs that women won't like me because I'm not XYZ. I don't have these characteristics. Therefore, I will not be attractive to these women. Therefore, I don't think I deserve them. And so I'm going to act as if I don't deserve them. A lot of these low value behaviors that you guys are exhibiting comes from this like lack of self-belief, lack of self-acceptance. So the first step, if you're kind of taking the step out of this red pill space and you're trying to get better with women, or if you're just a normal guy watching this video and you want to get better with women, is self-acceptance. Realizing that you are good enough to get results in your dating life that are 10 times better than you're getting right now. If you're getting one date every 6 months, one date every 10 months, you can get a date a month basically with changing nothing in your situation. You can get a date every week without changing really anything in your situation except your communication with women. You can do that. I know it's the case because I've done that with guys before. I've seen it happen. And I've done it for myself. I went from shy, dorky, 19, 20-year-old kid to getting really good with women, understanding how to build my value in a conversation, sexualize the conversation, get the girl really excited to see me again, go on dates, and make that happen consistently. I know how to do that because I have a process in place. There's one specific way that you can communicate your true value in the most attractive way possible, even if you think that you're not like the most attractive guy. Maybe you don't think you're the highest value guy. The way that you do this is through believing that everything you do is awesome. You have to have a massive amount of self-belief. This is something I wish someone would have told me when I was in high school, whenever I wasn't that confident. If you believe something's awesome, other people will think it's awesome. There's this concept I got from RSD, which is like an old dating company back in the day, where they talked about the law of state transference. And your state gets transferred onto the girl. And with my clients, I call it the law of emotional mirroring. Women will feel how you feel. And the more you can hammer that into your head, the more you can realize how I feel about myself, how much I accept myself, how much I think I'm awesome. If you play video games 10 hours a day because you're super passionate and you want to be really good at video games, that's awesome. Double down on the things that you think are awesome about you, and other people will follow. And if girls don't get on board with that, trust me, there are plenty of girls that will. If you're a normal guy that has never been that good with women and you really struggle at talking to women, accept yourself massively and just tell yourself that you are awesome, and get better at communicating high value, communicating your value to the girl. A lot of you guys are way too down in the dumps, way too down on yourself, lack massive amounts of confidence, almost to the point where it's delusionally unconfident. So if you want to have a better dating life in the next year, those are the tips that I would give you right away, is accept everything about yourself to a massive extreme level and tell yourself that you are awesome, and have that attitude going into every single interaction. If you can do that, then you just add a few other tips, a few other tactics that I talk about on this channel, and I promise you, you will be getting way more consistent dates. Women will treat you much, much differently.